Good morning, and I hope all of you in Southern Illinois are enjoying this warm weather this week and maybe in the weeks ahead. When we started Integritas almost 9 years ago, one of the most glaring problems that I saw in the industry overall was how weak the relationships were. All of the relationships between the staffing company and the hospitals, between the staffing company and the doctors, between the hospitals and the doctors, between the doctors and the nurses, pretty much between everyone. And this is often the case in so many hospitals and communities that we serve. It's probably the number one reason that we get new contracts and the number one reason that we keep the contracts that we have. Frequently, the hospital staffing companies only go to the hospital once a year to visit the CEOs and the CNOs. Frequently, the doctors are only contacted when the company really needs help, when they need to fill a shift. And they don't really communicate with the doctors because they care about them or they want them to become better. It's really mainly just to call for punitive reasons. And frequently, the doctors have no involvement in the hospital itself. Why should they? They're just filling a blank spot on the schedule. And they have no interest or incentive, no reason to work well with the staff at the hospitals. And this is no good. This is no fun. So we started Integritas. Recently, 3 events made me think even harder about how important relationships are, not just our work, but in all of our lives. I thought for today I'd just tell you one of those key things in relationship building or relationship reminders that took place this past year. And that really reminder was the unexpected losses of both Dr. Schiffer and Jim Ferris. Dr. Schiffer joined the Integritas team early on, worked as a key, faithful hospitalist at Crossroads, helped out a little bit at Union County, a little bit at Heartland. He worked some amazingly long and hard stretches. He was a very positive person. He really enjoyed what he did. But what I remember most about him was outside of work. I first met him on the soccer field when he had a direct kick towards the goal. About 10 yards away, I was standing to the side, and he kicked the ball as hard as he could with his toe and nailed me right in the chest. I was so mad, and I started yelling at him about it and told him he couldn't kick the ball accurately with his toe and that he was dangerous. We continued to fight hard on the soccer field that day and in the days ahead, and he actually became a great friend of mine. And he was a better soccer player than I was, usually more accurate. But the times just chatting on the field really solidified our relationship. Jim Ferris was an honest, consistent CEO. Also worked very closely with him from the beginning of Integritas. Somehow he got me to be on the med exec in the hospital board of the hospital at Union County. We worked through a lot of issues before he retired last year. But again, what I remember most about Jim was outside of work. We managed to sneak out for some golf games from time to time over the years. It was during those times that I learned to appreciate him the most. A few months before he died, we were reminiscing about one of the most amazing shots he ever had. Jim was a great sand player, but sometimes he could be a bit unpredictable in the fairways. Once, when we were playing, he hit a shot from the fairway towards the green, which was so bad it went out of bounds over a big fence, and it hit a big oak tree in the middle of the field. But then it bounced off the tree, rolled back through the fairway, rolled right onto the green, and ended up about a foot away from the pin. We laughed the rest of the day. It's those memories that stick most in my head. Those memories of the relationship that was way beyond work itself. So at times it's easy to get a bit irritated with people you work with. I certainly had my times with VTech Schiffer, with Jim Ferris, but don't ever let those irritations make you lose focus on the importance of enjoying one another. You never know how much time you have in life with the people you surround yourself with. So building on and reflecting on those relationships will bring you great joy in the years to come. And it's at the heart of what makes life so much fun and makes running this company so much fun. So go enjoy your day, enjoy your relationships, and I'll catch up with you all soon.